Hey, it's Mason. I'm here to do a flip through of the month of June in my Arial journal. Yeah, without further ado, let's just pop on into it. This is this is also another one of those notebooks that I had. It's like the same type of journal or notebook that I started the year with the Care Bear. So yeah. I have Jodie Benson's autograph, and I don't really mind that it has my dead name in it. Uh, I have a picture of us from when I met her at Cincinnati Comic Expo last year, and still, like, that had to have been a dream. There's no freaking way that was real, but it was. Got the proof right here and here. But yeah, have my actual name here. Start date was June 1st, 2020. Gonna try to finish this by January 30th, 31st, whatever the last number of days is in January. Or July. Oh my god. I'll be right. Just a lot of like bits and bobs, mostly Ariel or mermaid themed. Like this was from Megan's diary from a letter. Cause I try to like salvage some stuff from envelopes and junk. This is a collage to kind of cover up a little bit of bleed through on the other side. Kind of minimal, but I like that. I don't really like how my June calendar came out. I feel like the fish are really throwing it off, but I don't know. I haven't been really feeling my mojo with making calendars lately, so. I started back at work as of June 1st. It was only me and like so many other employees at the restaurant that I work for. So yeah, it was a little awkward because like I was getting up at 5-ish, like 5 a.m. to be at work by 6-ish, and we would close around 3 o'clock-ish. So it was really interesting for a little while, but I tell you what, I was making good money. I was making good money like those shifts. Oh, I had this sticker. This was like an all white dog with, a black nose and stuff. And I'm like, he seems kind of bland. Like, why is he holding a white flag? Let's fix that. So I gave him the asexual flag, and I made his eye like the non-binary flag. So I thought it was really cute. And it kind of did more the non-binary flag color palette for the most part. I replied to a bunch of letters this day. I think it was like 3 or 4 letters that I replied to. I'm really bad at replying, and I have a few more to go, but I'm not trying to procrastinate them. It's just that I still got a lot going on, so. More collages. This is the same image as what's on the cover. It's just like the other page of it because it was a 2-page spread in a magazine, and I tore both of them out because I wanted to use them. So I have Ariel sitting on the beach. Life was meant for great adventures, so find your adventure. Little Ariel trapped in a little like bottle kind of thing, and then voids, and then voids. Also, this washi tape I got at Hobby Lobby a while ago before I stopped shopping there, and I am not shopping there ever again. This smells like coconuts, but it kind of smells like a coconut sunscreen, which is kind of funny. This was off of toy packaging. So I got a figurine pack of Ariel, Eric, and Ursula from Target a while ago. And then I took this image from another magazine, and I covered up the guy that was like holding up a lobster or something that was swimming in here, and I just put Ariel in here like she was showing them a dinglehopper that she found or something. I don't really know. Discover, explore, travel. And this is another image from a magazine. And yeah, just I don't like the perspective. Like she seems like she's super short in this image, but it is what it is. It's just primary colors. Or I guess like the mock primary colors. This is not a true red. This is not the true shade of red. Or like the true primary shade of red, because it's actually more like a pinkish color, I think. I was kind of mad this day, so I didn't decorate much. I wrote a little bit on a live stream with this page, and I made this collage on the same. I did like a live stream writing in this, and then I finished it, and then I worked on this. I do like how this turned out, though. This is really, really cool. Yeah, work's been kind of lately. Like, I'm supposed to be working there full time, but we have like a bunch of new hires coming in and stuff, so they're kind of scrambling things around, which is kind of understandable, but I would like to make money, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I'll explain a bit more about work later. I played Monster Prom again. Oh lord. I asked Kat just to sit there and look pretty, because she's like behind everything. Now she's stepping on some papers. She's probably gonna make a little avalanche. Where are you going, Kat? Where are you going? You can't really sit there, Kat. Hey. Hey. Here. Get back up here. Unless you want to come here. I mean, I physically cannot stop you. You're your own bitch at this point. I love you, though. Yeah, you're going to come up on camera. Come here. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, okay. You gonna go somewhere else then? You don't want me to love you? That's fine. I didn't need your love anyway. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. You'll come crying for it later, I know that much. Don't look at me like you're shocked like I'm trying to hold you and love you. Anyway, I played Monster Prom with Laura's Pages, and I got kind of inspired to do like the 4 player characters in a spread, so I took my Polaroid zip printer and I printed out their icons. Vicky's came out a little small, but I probably should have done it horizontal instead of vertical. But yeah, Oz, Amira, Brian, and Vicky all came out really good. And I did like a color corner block thing. Okay, you're gonna knock this cup over, Kat. You've knocked this over like 1,000 times. Alright. Sorry, the one time my cat decided to be bratty today. Well, I mean, she's been bratty a lot lately, but that's all cats, I think. She's in a mood. I did post this picture on Instagram, too, or a picture of this, and I think I posted a picture of this, too, on Instagram. I love it. Very pink dress Ariel, seashells, a little bit of orange, peachy colors. Okay, at least you're in a good safe spot away from me, so you don't bother me. She's like trying to figure out where she wants to go, and I still don't know where she wants to go. I don't even think she knows where she wants to go. Where do you want to go, Kat? Where are you going? You don't know? I had a feeling. Away from me, I guess. Okay, there you go. You go there. Yeah. Oh, the next page. So, at work today, or this day, I was working my shift, and I was in section 1, which was tables 1, 2, and 3, I think, or 1 and 2, and like switching 3. I don't remember how many people were on that day. But I had some people sit at one of my tables. It was 2 ladies, and you know, they ordered 2 All-Stars, you know, easy stuff, and they wanted hot syrup with it. And if you ask for hot syrup at Waffle House, it comes to you in a coffee mug, because you have to take it to the cook, so you have to give them a pitcher of syrup and a coffee mug, and tell them this order also needs hot syrup, so they'll pour some syrup into a cast iron skillet, like a mini cast iron skillet, and then when it's hot enough, they'll pour it into the cup, because it has like a little spout at the edge of it, and then I will give that to them, and all that stuff. So, like a lot of people do, when I hand them their plates, like the plate with the eggs, hash browns, and toast, I handed them the plates with the smaller plates with the meat on it, and then I handed them the coffee mug with the hot syrup in it. So they took their meats and put the meats, scooted the meats onto the plate with the eggs, and they stacked the dishes, and I'm just like, okay, I'll give them a minute to kind of prep themselves and start eating a little bit, and I'll see if I can take those plates out later. So I had to go check out my other tables. I came back, and they had the 2 small dishes stacked, and then they had the coffee mug on top. I had the hot syrup on it, and they had all the syrup on their waffles, and they were starting to cut them up. And a lot of the times people don't actually finish a cup of hot syrup. There's so much of it left in there. There's so little syrup that they actually use in that stuff. So I asked them quickly, just oh, are you guys done with that plate already and the mug, so I can take it out of your way so you don't have to worry about it? And they were like, does it look like we're done? And I'm just like, I might have just had a misinterpretation, but no, it's alright. I'll come back later and pick it up if you're ready for it. And they're like, sure. So I walked away, I took care of my other tables, and after a little while, I went back to collect some dirty dishes, because some of them already had a bunch of dirty dishes on them. So I was trying to pre-bus, which is a very helpful tool as a server. You try to get plates out of the way so you have less cleanup to do when they're gone. I came back to them, I had like a few dishes in my arms, and I said, is there any, are you done with those plates now? Because they were cutting up those waffles. I can only assume they are done with the syrup. And they said, no, it's fine, we're good. I'm just like, okay, not a problem, I'll be right back, I'll be back later. And as soon as I walk away, I hear them say, that bitch is fucking annoying. And I'm like, huh. So I continue my way to the sink, and I start doing the dishes, and one of the cooks, went over to them and was trying to talk to them to see like what was going on, because he overheard that. So they were pretty loud about it too. And so he was talking with them, and you know, they were like huffing, puffing, mad. Like, they were mad at me for trying to do my job and make things easier for me and get plates out of their way. How am I supposed to know that 2 empty plates and a cup of hot syrup on top of it is not like dirty dishes, or like dishes you want me to get out of the way? How am I supposed to really interpret that? Especially because they already had their stuff cut up. But anyway, I digress on that. So he's talking with them, and apparently he told me after a little while, when the manager was talking to them, because he was on the clock with us, he came over to me after he grabbed the manager to talk to them, but he said, they don't want you back at that table, like back to talk to them. And I had a feeling after what they just said. And he told me that when he was talking to them, they looked at me and said, I don't want that guy, girl, it thing back over here until we're done. And I said, okay, cook, take their check, kiss my ass if you're really wanting to, but don't do that. And I will not bother them. I will stay as far away from their plate, like the table, as I can, unless I have to go over there to put dishes away or whatever. And he's like, understood. So the manager, like, once they left, they tried to tip the cook, because the cook was also a server. And they looked at her and they said, we wanted you to serve us. So here's $10. Thank you for cooking such a fantastic meal. And I'm like, oh, those bitches. So the cook looked at me and she said, I have never seen those two in my life. So when they left, I was, I still polite. I said, have a great rest of your day, ladies. I went back over to the table to clean up. They left me only $5, and the cook just handed me 10 after they left. Just like, I don't fucking want their money. Those are like those C words. I'm just like, yeah, you're telling me. And the same cook was looking around and just like, okay, there's 2 of them, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She's counting how many people are working there. There's 7 of us. 2 people, 7 of us. We'll let you beat them up. I'm just like, or we can beat them up for you. I'm just like, I don't want that. But I appreciate it. But I was like slightly offended because like they were just being rude. But I was also like high-key flattered, because I'm like, have I reached a level of androgyny to the point where I confused 2 Karens? Like, I was like laughing so much. It's like, I confused 2 Karens because I reached a level of androgyny. I never thought I achieved it. I can, heck yeah, I'm like doing this, like, yeah. Oh my lord. But I talked to the manager after, and I'm just like, okay, pray tell, what were those 2 talking about? And he's like, don't worry about it, they just wanted to complain, they wanted to be bitches. I'm just like, yeah, I had a feeling when they walked in and were talking to me. So, oh my lord, I don't think I ever saw them again. I don't think I ever will see them again. I mean, they might be first shift, like they might be like first shift surfer, like regulars or something like that. I don't really know. It's an interesting story I'll tell my future, or my niece and my nephew, or maybe any future nieces or nephews I might get. Just a simple kind of lacy. I took like a paper doily I got at Dollar Tree. I took my Distress inks, and I took the little sponge applicators that they have for it, and I just kind of dyed it, and then I put a stamp with this. This is a stamp from Michaels. This is a stamp set from a stamp set I got at like Five Below or something. This is pretty much the only stamps I use out of that set though. Everything has beauty. And then I really need to pick up a black marker, because all my black markers are dead except for my Sharpies, and I don't want to put Sharpie on this paper because it will bleed. So I ended up using black glitter gel pen, and it doesn't look bad. It's just that I feel like it'd been a lot easier if I had a black marker. yes, little collaging. I just love this image. It's really, really pretty. I also tried to like use another piece of doily as a stencil to like kind of make like a ghost doily pattern. It didn't turn out quite that well because I guess it's too light of a color, but I'll try it again with other colors maybe. Rainbowy theme. And yeah. I really love this color palette. Like, I love this like dusty blue highlighter, like mild liner that I used. I love this bird stamp set. Like I said, it's the only like stamps I use are little clear stamps. I pretty much keep them on their own block because I love these stamps so much. I don't even use the other ones that much. But yeah, this is some tape I got from Joann's in like a box, like a 45-piece set. I'm telling y'all need to like go to Joann's more or something because they're really stepping up their washi tape game and stuff. Sorry, that fell. But yeah, they're really stepping up their washi tape game. Also, I got, where did it go? This came from Joann's as well. I got it online. I got more tapes from there too. Some of these, like this gingham, this yellow set, like this yellow triangle piece, this green piece here. Oh, sorry, yeah. Yeah, this stuff came from Joann's too. This came like a separate tube pack. Like, I'm telling y'all need to go to Joann's or something, or like look online. This coffee bean one was from Joann's as well. Same thing with this, no. I feel like I had this like as a spare for a while. Anyway, but yeah, you need to really check out Joann's more if you can. I also got this from the same box. They have a box of photorealistic washi tapes. It's like a pack of 45 or something like that. It's really nice. I also got the money tape from that one too. It's one of my favorites. So, like, I'm a server. I handle money like all day. That's the majority of my income is in tips. So I thought it was so funny. Not really a lot, just talking a bit about work, how we're getting a bunch of new hires and stuff, and yeah. And not really a lot. I'm just gonna kind of show you my July calendar, and yeah. I wrote this. These are a bunch of names, not all of them, but a bunch of names from a list that I found of black people or people of color that were murdered by police, and rest in power, all the names. This is two separate images. They got away with murder, and then Capitol building with like black ink on it, and then no justice, no peace, because Black Lives Matter. I don't care what your opinion is. This is human rights, like human lives talking about. If you don't think Black Lives Matter, then you can get off my page. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. So yeah, that was a flip through of the month of June. I kind of want to do more mermaidy stuff, but that's alright by me. I was gonna show you the back a little bit. Pen test, marker test, kind of test out the colors and stuff, what goes well with each other. I have this envelope back here that I decorated heavily with Little Mermaid stuff. And then I just kind of have like any like sticker remnants. Like if a sticker sheet has like 2 or 3 stickers on it, I'll just slap them on here, just kind of collect it. And yeah, pretty cute stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Bye! Also, pardon Kat's interruption. She means well. Maybe. Bye!